Okay, so it looks like I'm live.
I don't know if anybody can hear me.
Okay, so it looks like I'm live. I don't know if anybody can hear me. Okay, so it looks like I'm live.
Alright, let's stop that echo now. Okay, so I wanted to start here because I just thought this was pretty funny. Yeah, to see these people engaged in it. Apparently this guy was naked. I don't know why this guy was naked, but maybe that's why he's strangling him. Maybe it was you know, I'm not going to kink shame. I already took the contents out of that safe, but I just wanted to show that that part of it. So going back out. So what I'm doing is I am exploring the Cannibal House mod for Fallout 4 on PlayStation 4. Having some tea. And, alright, so I'm on the roof. I'm supposed to be going to save Preston Garvey, but you can hear a little bit of gunfire in the background. So this is where I just was. I went into this building. This is the workhouse. Nothing really there except for that safe. So now I'm going into the Cannibal House. I've done this before, so this will be a pretty quick run through. So let's see, just waiting for it to load up. If you've never done this particular mod, I will say I highly recommend it, but it is very dark. So I think what I might do instead is I may no, I'll just do this. So I'm gonna take his piece. I'm taking the leather because I'm gonna break it down later for other stuff. I am playing with mods. What's weird is you can take, you know, you can see, you know, road leathers, but when you break it down, you can't actually break it down into leather, which is odd. That cat you hear in the background is not my cat. It's pretty impressive that his head just stays up there. But again, this is from the mod. This isn't from the actual game itself. So let's get some light here. I used my my Pip-Boy, which, if you're unfamiliar with what a Pip-Boy is, it is this. This is a Pip-Boy that shows me where I am. Shows me where I'm supposed to be, but I'm gonna wait. Shows me active quests. I'm doing the... I mean, technically I'm investigating Concord. So it auto-saves a lot. And one of the things that it allows you to do is, if you take one of these holotapes and plug it right into your... this is kind of dark, see? You got a battery in the bathtub. If you take one of these holotapes, you can put it in your Pip-Boy and it'll play... You know, sometimes it'll play audio, sometimes it is a, you know, instructions. So I need to find the key that unlocks this door. Well, maybe I'll just go to this door. Nope, still need to find that key. So fortunately, I know where all the keys are. So the first one, move the newspaper. Let me get in this room. Is right in the toilet. So that's the kitchen key. So we're going to go to the kitchen. Oh, wrong door. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm just trying to remember which door is which. So the next thing, there is a spot behind here I have to get to, but there's a lady there, and well, if she had just waited, the handcuffs would have just come right off the wall like magic. This is one of the parts of the game that I dread the most. Not because it's scary or anything, But because I really don't like this one particular thing you have to do in order to progress in this story. So there's a stairwell key, so I have another key. Ugh. You may want to look away because you have to kill the cat, because there is a key inside of the cat. So where I need to go is the basement, but I can't get the basement key yet. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking some of these components so I can use these later to break things down. I'll take the pitcher, the glass. Now this, keep seeing the name Albert everywhere. This is based on Albert Fish, the serial killer. So that button, while it may not be immediately clear what it does, remember I said something about that bookcase. So now I go in here, Albert's bedroom key to Shrag Bones. Yeah, you can see there's some stuff up here. A lot of these chems. I don't generally use the chems for myself in the game. I generally sell them so I can get weapon upgrades and ammo and stuff like that. So now that I've gotten in there and I got that key, I duck back down here and hit the button again to close that weird like sound that you keep hearing. That is my stealth field activating when I duck down because of the specific armor I have. See, I disappear. I don't like that POV. So now we go up the stairs, we find more dead guys. There's an axe here, but I can't take it. There's a couple of dead guys here. I'll take their leather stuff. Stim pack. Stim packs heal you. So there's another upstairs door key. Some more dead guys. There is, behind the teddy bear, there's a button. So if you've never done this particular dungeon, I'm kind of showing you how to get in there, get through it. Albert's bedroom key. I don't know the key for that one, obviously, but it's right there. So now, I can open that. That's his terminal password for his terminal that's in his office, computer terminal. I know, based on what you're looking at here, terminal could mean a lot of different things. There's some more components to build with later on. Now the fun part about this dungeon, see there's the office key. It's weird, you can take one of these skulls on each side, but you can't take both. The fun part about this is that, you know, it really plays into the Institute storyline. If you've ever played through this. The thing that's not fun is I can't take this rail gun, which I would love to take, but I can take all of this vodka. There we go. Alright, and this poor bastard here, looks like he's been, if you look right here, you see the railway rifle ammo, or basically railroad spikes, you know, the things that hold down the railroad ties to the tracks. Yeah, that's what he's been shot with. So now we have Albert's office, and you can see some stuff in here that's kind of disturbing. There's some ammo in here I will take. I also have a mod in here that says I have unlimited carry weight. Normally, you should be around, you know, like at 500 pounds I should be over encumbered, but as you can see I can carry 500,000 plus pounds of stuff. So here's another key, basement key, which is what I needed. And his secret recipe is blood packs, brain fungus, stim packs, purified water, acid, and antiseptic. This is dark craving fix, a la Albert F., who is Albert Fish, the notorious serial killer. So this is basically just his different terminal entries about how he killed people, so we don't really need to go through that. I need to unlock this. I also have the hack and pick perk on, which means I can just really quickly unlock both regular locks and passwords. Here's this thrill. I have no particular desire to live. I have no particular desire to be killed. It is a matter of indifference to me. I do not think I am altogether right. No, he's not. But this is Albert Fish. He has been electrocuted and killed. And so we are going to go back downstairs because now we need to go into the basement. And that is where there is some real horror stuff going on. Because, I mean, I didn't even show you that. There's this little kid there. I mean, no particular reason. I'm not going to read these little notes to you because they're pretty messed up. And I'm trying to have a halfway decent family friendly channel here. I mean, I understand that walking along through here, this isn't the greatest of things. See, this is another hints. So it's like, alright, well, where am I supposed to go? See that guy? You can take that baseball. When you take the baseball, there's a button in his face, which moves that. Now, you have to find more keys. You see this guy up here? I don't know how he got up there, but he's got one of the keys you need. So let me just take this stuff, because it has all the components to help me build things later. So we have the security gate, another security gate, a third security gate. And remember what I said about this being dark. So just remember, I didn't put this together. I'm just playing it. Let's move that aside and move this box aside, because there is in the wall a baby with the key. And this is the baby's dad. So there's this smug son of a bitch and his baby tried breaking into my house at night, and they said they were trying to find shelter. I told them to follow me. Once in the basement, I took the father and smashed his skull into the toilet, made quite the mess, took his child, snapped its neck, and stuffed him in a broken hole in the wall. Yeah, so that's kind of what looks like. I could use the oil later. Now, this is one of the more difficult parts because you have to get a bunch of keys. So there's one key up here. And once you get up here, you go back up. So you see that guy there. I'm gonna try and knock him down. And if you knock him down, you also knock down. There, you can kind of see it. See, there's the key. So, alright, and there it is. That's the easiest way. I used to try to jump up there and try to get it. I'd be constantly jumping and trying to get it, but it was such a pain. And these blood bags usually have some kind of loot in them. So here's the work area key. And it doesn't really matter the order in which you do this. So this opens up here. You just have to find the right spot. I can fix some of my weapons up, but I really don't need to. There's a weapons bench here. Take the hammer and the glue. Adhesive is one of the most important parts of crafting in this game. So you're probably wondering, like, oh, where do I go? What do I do? How do I get through this? to shoot that till it releases the button, and like I said, I don't have the key for this one yet, but I told you it was dark, I wasn't kidding. Let me take the ashtray, the can. Aluminum's another one that's a hot commodity. You use it in a lot of modifications for your weapons. So I don't have that key yet, but I do have this one. And in this room is where you get the key for that last one that was just locked there. And first I'm just gonna take all the stuff that's in here. Normally I wouldn't be able to do this because I would need a some sort of enhancement to close that so I can get back here. To be able to carry everything. And you have these baskets here. And there's your key. That's the hallway key. And that's right here. So, you want to laser rifle, I'll take that. Even if you can't, like you're not playing a character that's going to use a laser rifle, I use a lot of stealth in my game. So we have to open this up, and there's a guy in here with a bucket on his head. Take the bucket, and you get the workshop key. So now we have to go into the workshop, which is right here. But first I'm just going to clear this stuff out, make sure there's no other loot in here. So now we're going to go down here. And so we have a 10mm pistol, which is what I'm currently using. And there's another key that you're going to need, and it took me forever to figure out where it is, even though it shouldn't be that difficult because it's right there. So now I'm going to go down through the water. And this is where you have to go, right behind that. Let me show you again. This bookcase. So obviously, again, what you're going to be looking for as I maneuver my way through the water here, you're going to be looking for another button. But I'm trying to gather all this because these canisters there are good for both aluminum. There's your button. Good for both aluminum and oil, which you need for bobby pins. I'll take. Bobby pins are what you use for picking locks. Come over here, there's a lot of stuff. Crystal, blood cans, some tools. You can use tools later on in the game. Aluminum, big chunks of aluminum. Giddy up buttercup, cement, shopping basket, light bulbs, wood. Let's take a breath, drop back down. Yeah, so you've got some gold, you've got some adhesive, but most importantly, you've got this door open. So now, there's really not a lot. Down here, you do have one of these creepy monkey things. I just think it's awesome. There's a chair here. You can sit in the chair underwater. I don't recommend it because you yield around. Let's come back up here, take a breath, drop back down, kind of get my bearings. Yeah, alright, here we go. This is where you come in, turn around. As I'm talking about creepy ass monkey things. And so this is where the key that you got from underneath that pan earlier pays off. There's really no enemies here. So the next thing you have to do is you have to go through here, but you need to find the key. There's really only one enemy, and it's Albert that you meet at the end. It's like, ooh, that's gross. Brains in the toilet. But also in the toilet tank. It's hard to see, but you can see where it says lab key. So if you can see what the thing is, you can get it. So before I go any further, though, you see my health level, all that red on the bottom left. That's Is this frozen now? Where it's all red, that's radiation damage. And you can see about 80%, 85% of my... Why am I frozen? Of my health is taken up by radiation damage, so I've got to clear that out. This is unfortunate. Huh. I seem to be frozen. But there's obviously ways to get the radiation damage away. And one of it is called Radaway. Isn't that clever? And I'm completely frozen while it's trying to save. Oh, what are you doing to me, Fallout 4? This does happen occasionally. So, a little background on what this this dungeon is. Like I said, it's an homage that somebody made. There we go. To Albert Fish. You can see I have plenty of Radaway. I'm gonna take 4 of them. A couple of stim packs. That should heal me up. And there it goes. But it also, you know, makes it take place in the world of Fallout 4. So as a little kid, you can take his toy car. There is a synth. There is another dead guy, and there's a dead lady. So I need the terminal, that terminal right there, which you cannot hack. Yeah, you have to have the password. So where is the password? Well, it's on a holotape right there. So I'm going to take that. In this, I just remove this chain, and you see where we are? Back where we started, with all the different gates, and we had the guy up on the ceiling. So go back down here, because we don't want to leave quite yet. We have to go over to the terminal. And the terminal, it doesn't matter what your computer skills are. You just want the remote door control. Unlock the door. And you go back. And patient C1 is a synth. No. Patient C3? No. How about C5? Yep. He is not happy. He tried to take a bite out of it, and his teeth almost fell out. And that is why, because that's a Gen 3 synth. Now, we go in here, and there is a secret door key. So where's the secret door? Well, I will show you where the secret door is. I actually already have shown you. It's not in here. Right here. This is the secret door key. And now you have to open that with the terminal. Where's the terminal? That's actually right behind you. Remote door control, unlock door. And I do like the animation on this. So you spin that around, and you can watch all these pistons drop out. See, there they go. And there they go. And the door opens. And what's in here? There's a bunch of guys that want to fight you, but they're inside of cages that are locked. So some of them are dead, some of them want to fight. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do. And here you go. Here's some if you're hungry, here's some snacks. I'm not trying to get you. There's some snacks, you know. This has got to be the worst way to store meat. This is like some slaughterhouse, no, I'm sorry, the jungle, Upton Sinclair slaughterhouse stuff. You know, back before the FDA existed. But we are getting ready to have a fight, so I'm going to pick what weapon I want. So I'm going to go with my suppressed .45 caliber pipe pistol. So I took all the human meat, and you'll see in a moment why this is the place I want to go. Make sure I got full ammo. Well, I'm in place 2. And who shall we have in here? Albert. And Albert's dead. So we're going to take his machete and his can. And let's take a look. Albert's password, a synth component. So we already had seen Albert dead. If you remember. He was dead in the... let's put him on the couch here out of the way. He was dead in the cage in the upstairs of this building. I'm going to take this stuff. What's in here? Coffee cup. Research test tube. What we want is behind that door. So, let's unlock. So, see, Institute of reports of a cannibal in Concord. My mission is to eliminate and replace Albert Fish. They want me to turn his actions into a full-fledged operation. The goal is to have a base of operations both above and below ground. Apparently killing people and replacing them with synth isn't enough. They want to devour their bodies. Eliminate any trace of evidence and existence. The Institute has provided me with more than enough supplies. I keep them locked behind the security gate in this very room. Guess it's time to get to work. So that kind of gives you an idea. Oh, I didn't unlock the door. Gives you the idea of what it is that they want. So here's a status update. Well, that was easy. Apparently the sick bastard electrocuted himself. Can't really complain, though. It made my job easier. Boy, what a mess this guy left. I can understand why the Institute wanted this guy. No one is going to suspect the Institute is involved in this. Opening the front door will certainly scare everyone away. For now, I must focus on my mission. I'll clean upstairs a little later on. In future plans, now that everything has fallen into place, they want me to start creating more cannibals. I have enough human meat down here to last quite a while. Not every test subject is making it through the process. Some are even killing themselves. The others, though, they will soon be sent to the surface. If the victims of Albert thought he was bad, wait until I produce an army of cannibals. The Commonwealth won't know what hit them, or ate them, ha ha ha. So, that's the guy who's yelling at me from the cage. But now you know why this guy is here, and why Albert was replaced. It doesn't really seem like something the Institute would do, but whatever. So, this is why I like this this particular dungeon. Look at all of these components that I can use, and all these health things. Most of these I will sell. You know, the as far as the health stuff goes. So we got some steel, some copper, some aluminum, lead, gold, and silver. And we've got ballistic fiber, which I can always use, fiber optics, fiberglass, ceramic, yeah, oil, always good, especially if you're building turrets and a septic. Adhesive, always need adhesive. Acid, it depends on what you're building. Screws, pretty much everything needs screws and gears. Asbestos, gears, springs. This is all good stuff for weapon crafting. And wood. This is Day Tripper. I'll show you what these things do in a few minutes as soon as I finish taking them all. Oh, more adhesive. Nuclear material, always helpful, especially when building sights for your guns. Daddy-o, Berserk syringe. I don't use a syringe gun that often. Med-X, that's good stuff. Addictol. Addictol is something in this game that if you use chems too much, you can become addicted, just like in real life. And if you drink too much, you become addicted to alcohol. Addictol cures all of your addictions. Alright, so to show you what some of these things do, go over to your inventory. To aid, Addictol cures all addiction. Berserk makes your target go crazy for it's like 2 minutes. Bleed out syringe, that's fairly obvious. Buff out gives you a +2 buff to strength and endurance. boosts up your maximum hit points. Buff Tats does the same thing, but it also increases your perception and gives you a slightly better strength and endurance boost. Comex gives you a sneak multiplier, and where I use a stealth build character, that helps me out a lot. Let's see. Daddy-O, intelligence, perception, charisma drops your charisma, but improves your intelligence and your perception. Day Tripper boosts up your luck and your charisma, but drops your strength. Human Meat replenishes 20 hit points. Jet, which you didn't see, slows time for 10 seconds. Med-X helps you with your damage and poison resistance, which is always important when you're dealing with certain enemies. Overdrive. So there we are. That is the full rundown of the... I'm going to take this money. Pre-war money can be used as cloth. Alright, so I am going to get rid of this army of cannibals real quick. Yep, she is. See, he wants me to leave, but I can't let cannibals roam free. Yes, I did. He's observant, this gentleman here. Everybody just has tattered rags, so they don't have any, like, weapons or anything. See, I could be cheap and just... Oh, I can't even... Oh, there we go. Leave him in there, stand away, and then shoot him a bunch of times, but... He punched me. I have a gun. On this gentleman. Alright, so that has been the cannibal house. So now that I've cleared through the cannibal house, anything else I might want here? No. I'm gonna head back up. Because I don't want to be here anymore. Alright. Jump out. I usually do this and then head back to Sanctuary, and then upgrade my weapons and whatnot. All right. So thank you for sticking through this entire video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Alright, how do I... Yeah, I guess you'll still see me right now because I have to figure out how to stop. I don't know what I'm doing. Share button and select broadcast settings, and